Injustice will continue to exist, not because of the many bad people, but because of the silence of the good people. Don't explain yourself to anyone, because those who like you don't need it, and those who hate you don't believe it. The words of an honest friend are of greater value than the property inherited from our ancestors. Every breath of a person is a step towards his death. Live humbly, no matter how rich you are. The best among you are those who have the noblest character. Don't use the sharpness of your words on your mother who taught you how to speak. Never make a decision when you're angry, and never make a promise when you're happy. If you want to test a person's character, respect him. If he has good character, he will respect you more, but if he has bad character, he will think he is the best of all. Just a moment of patience when angry will save us from thousands of regrets. No one can keep your secret better than yourself, so don't blame anyone for revealing your secret, because you yourself can't hide it. Your secret is your prisoner, which if released will make you a prisoner. The real you is what you do when no one is looking at you. It is better to be silent until you are asked to speak than to keep on talking until asked to be silent. Whoever sees himself as bad, then he is a good person, and whoever sees himself as good, he is a bad person. Knowledge is better than wealth. Knowledge protects you and you guard wealth. Knowledge is the punisher judge, while wealth is punished. Wealth will decrease if spent, but knowledge will increase if practiced. Don't look at who is talking, but look at what he is talking about. The best revenge is to make yourself better. Don't say words that you yourself don't like to hear if someone else says them to you. I've felt all the bitterness in life, and the most bitter is to hope in humans. People who like to tell the truth get 3 things: trust, love, and respect. Don't hate anyone, no matter how much they have wronged you. Whoever lights the fire of slander, then he himself will be the fuel. 2 types of people will never be satisfied forever: seekers of knowledge and seekers of wealth. Tie knowledge with writing. Angry nature is the archenemy of reason. Love your lover in moderation. Who knows? He will become your enemy. And hate your enemy in moderation. Who knows later? He will become your lover. Really, a woman can hide love for 40 years, but can't hide jealousy even for a moment. The most dangerous sin is one that is trivialized by the perpetrator. The biggest betrayal is the betrayal of the people, while the most heinous traitor is the betrayal of the leader. I'm not as good as you say, but I'm also not as bad as what crossed your heart. It's not the difficulties that make us afraid. It's the fear that makes us difficult. If something you like doesn't happen, be happy with what does. Think positively no matter how hard your life is. When I lose my hopes and plans, please remind me that your love is far greater than my disappointments, and the plans you have prepared for my life are far better than my dreams. Rest assured there is something waiting for you after all the patience you have endured that will stun you so much that you forget how much pain hurts. Don't say to Allah, I have a big problem, but tell the problem that I have a God. Who is the greatest? A hopeless person sees difficulty in every opportunity, but an optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. The weakest man is the one who is unable to make friends, but the weaker than that is the one who has made many friends, but wasted them. When you fall poor, trade with Allah, namely by increasing alms. Forgiveness is the best victory. The wind does not blow to shake the trees, but to test the strength of the roots. Don't stop praying for the best for the people you love. I've felt all the bitterness in life, and the most bitter is to hope in humans. The tongue of a wise person is behind his heart, while the heart of a fool is behind his tongue. Know that patience, when viewed in one's problems, is like the head of a body. If the head is lost, the whole body decays. Similarly, if patience is lost, the whole problem is ruined. Whoever lights the fire of slander, then he himself will be the fuel. Anger begins with madness and ends with regret. Don't take someone's silence as their pride. They could be busy fighting with themselves. Blessed is he whose own faults prevent him from seeing the faults of others. Don't involve your heart in sorrow over the past, or you won't be ready for what is to come. One who prays without charity is like an archer without a bow. If gentleness only results in violence, then violence is a form of meekness. People who think too much about the consequences of a decision or action until whenever he will not be a brave person. Opportunity comes like a passing cloud. Use it when it appears in front of you. Keep in touch with those who have forgotten you, and forgive those who have wronged you. Be a generous person, but don't be a wasteful person. Be a simple person, but don't be a miser. Some drugs are actually the cause of disease, just as something that is painful sometimes becomes a healing medicine. Wealth is less when spent, but knowledge increases when spent. Even the simplest handwork for the sake of maintaining one's dignity is far more important than wealth accompanied by abuse. Enjoy your heart, water it with a spark of wisdom. Like the physical, the heart also feels tired. Happy is the man who can be master of himself, guide of his passions, and captain of the ship of his life. Be like a flower that gives fragrance, even to the hand that has crushed it. The body is cleansed with water. The soul is cleansed with tears. The mind is cleansed with knowledge, and the soul is cleansed with love. Swallow your anger because you have never found a drink that can leave a sweeter and more delicious taste than that. Never make a decision in anger, and never make a promise in happiness. The weakest man is the one who is unable to make friends. However, the weaker then, that is the one who has made many friends, but wasted them. There is no use in a helper who is always insulting, or a friend who is always prejudiced. When you're worried and anxious about something, get into it, because the fear of facing it is more disturbing than the thing. You're afraid of yourself. Know the truth, then you will know the people who are right. Righteousness is not measured by its people, but humans. are measured by the truth. Don't be happy with many friends, as long as they are not good people, because the position of friends is like fire. The least is pleasure, while the many are destruction. Associate in a way that makes people cry when you die and attract their sympathy while you live with them. Don't want the friendship of someone who doesn't want it from you. Soften your attitude towards your rude brother. That will surely soften his attitude towards you. A true close friend is one who looks after your interests when you are away from him. Don't say words that make fun of someone's personality, even if you are just imitating something someone else said. A person does not deserve to be called a friend if he does not protect the rights of his friends in 3 circumstances: when he is struck by a disaster, when he is traveling far, and when he dies. Shouldn't make your brother's enemy your friend so that you become enemies of your own brother. Love your friend to the limit, because maybe he will turn into your enemy one day, and hate your enemy to a limit, because maybe one day he will turn into your friend. Ask about your traveling companions before asking about the path you will be taking. Ask about your potential neighbors before asking about the house you will live in. Beautiful people are not always good people, but good people are always beautiful. Let go of everything that makes you stressed and sad. Don't let your heart drag on in sorrow over the past, or it will make you never ready for what is to come. A pessimist always sees difficulty in every opportunity, but an optimist always sees an opportunity in every difficulty. Blessed is he whose own faults prevent him from seeing the faults of others. Don't let difficulties get you down, for, after all, it is only in the darkest night that the stars seem to shine brighter. A true friend is he who always gives advice when he sees your mistakes, and he who wants to defend you when you are not around. I will not leave the sunnah of the Prophet for the benefit of anyone. God's word is medicine for the heart. It is easier to turn a mountain into dust than to instill love in a heart filled with hate. O Allah, when I lose my hopes and plans, please remind me that your love is far greater than my disappointments, and the plans you have prepared for my life are far better than my dreams. He who puts his trust in the world will betray him. It is better to listen to a wise enemy than to seek the advice of a foolish friend. Hide the good you do, and let the good you have done be known only to you. There are 2 kinds of people: one, those who seek but cannot find, and to those who find but still want more. Don't raise your children the way your parents raised you, because they were born in a different era. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more video.